we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. But you look at this defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall. One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top-5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top-5, they don't stop running the ball to get things done early. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them. It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys. Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend? Yeah, do I ever? Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle. And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. On what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Here we go. Hey,
Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now Jones wants to change it up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off play action. It's Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Howell. He'll let this go for Adams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Jones now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On the option right, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits,
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones throwing on third and long. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Second down and goal. Jones. Back to the same target, Campbell. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Howell will throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another throw for Howell. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's Howell with another throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, Howell to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 20-yard line.
Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. An extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jamin Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and 9 here. Looking to throw. Jones. looks open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing here, Howell. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Howell looking to throw again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll go play action. Howell. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now they go play action with Howell. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up.
Back now here on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dexter Lawrence, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, New York.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Jones. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now this throw caught left side. But they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Howell going to audible to something else. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Howell down to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Howell, 3rd and goal. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Jets.